Hello wonderful people, welcome to another video. In this episode I'm just going to be going over my 5 essential accessories for the M6 Mark II. Now only 2 of these items are bespoke for the M6 Mark II, but there are variants available for other cameras, so really you could take this list and apply it to most other cameras. But these are the things that I think that if you've just picked up an M6 Mark II, you really need to add to your shopping cart. Number 1, the cold shoe bracket. Now the biggest problem with the M6 Mark II for vloggers is that when you flip up the screen, you can't use the hot shoe to mount your microphone. So there are various models available on the market. I've gone for the small rig L bracket, which I find perfect. It doesn't take up a lot of space. It sits on the side. It gives you 2 cold shoes, one for the bottom, one for the side. And I just find this one ideal. You could also substitute this for a full cage, but if you like the M6 Mark II for its compact nature, just bear in mind that a cage is going to be a lot bulkier, take up more space, and also make it heavier. But if you're going to be using it in a professional sense, then maybe a cage would be right for you. It really comes down to what you're shooting. Item number 2, the Canon lens adapter for EF and EFS glass. Now I'm a big fan of the EFS glass. I like it because I can usually get it cheaper than the EFM lenses, but also it's probably got better resale value. Outside of that though, this adapter expands your range of glass that you can use to all EF glass, all EFS compatible glass, which just gives you a greater scope of lens options to go for. Now you could also substitute this for a speed booster. However, a speed booster is really going to limit you to EF glass, so you will really be using that in a limited capacity opposed to the adapter, which will just allow you to adapt all glass. Although you aren't going to get the full focal field of view if you are using EF. So there's, you know, get both maybe. But this is definitely an essential item so that you can just expand your range of glass. Number 3, you might have seen it as I wave my arms around in this video. It is the Peak Design wrist strap. Now I'm not a big fan of neck straps. I find them restrictive. Usually I'm taking them off and they're just dangling around, getting caught on things, getting in the way. The wrist strap is perfect because it's easy to take on and off if I'm throwing it on a gimbal or taking it off a gimbal or putting it on a tripod, whichever way. It's got this cool nifty magnet thing so I can actually just attach it to my wrist when I'm not using it. But also it just gives me that peace of mind and that safety. When I'm out and about shooting, if I drop my camera, I've got that safety tether, but I don't have the bulk and the length of a full strap. So this is something I really enjoy using. Number 4, it's kind of a 2-for-1 really. It's both an ND filter and filter rings. The reason it's both, ND filter, this particular one is the K&F Nano X Pro, and what this is a 2-to-32, and the reason I like a 2-to-32 is it's got a hard stop. Can you hear that? So you can go either way and know where your maximum and minimums are easily without having to look. So I've had a 2-to-400 for a while, and you get that sort of cross thingy if you go too far, and you kind of spin it around a couple of times to get your bearings. This just makes it nice and easy to go click, click, back and forth. Plus this has got fantastic oleophobic properties where I've had dust, I've had dirt, I've had water, I've had bird poo land on this filter and just wiped it off. It's been fantastic. So I highly recommend this K&F filter. Of course, all of these things are linked below in case you're wondering. But also, to save money, I don't want to have a filter for every piece of glass. So lens adapters that allow you to put the largest size filter, mine being a 67mm, which is the largest glass that I have. I have 2 lenses that use that, and adapt them to my 59 and my 49 lenses without having to buy extra filters. So these can save you money. That's why they're an essential item to go with your filters. They go together. You don't really want one and not the other. Number 5, a third-party battery charger, but not any. This one has USB-C charging. It actually has both micro USB and USB-C, but USB-C has become my default now. Everything I have is USB-C, and so I want a battery charger that has that also. Not to mention this particular one, this is the Kingma battery charger. I've seen this also on the market as the Batmax. I've had a really good experience with the batteries that came with it. They've lasted me almost as long as my Canon official battery that came with my camera in terms of charge time and usage. I mean, these are fairly well priced, but USB-C just makes your life so much easier. Now I do also have 2 honorable mentions. You could almost call this a list of 7, but the 5 I think are essential. These ones are more nice to haves and could be substituted for other things. One is my mini tripod. This one's metal, it's nice and well constructed, the ball head has been fantastic. I did a whole video that you can watch right here about mini tripods, my Joby versus this. This has become my go-to tripod. It's nice and easy to carry, small, light, compact, durable, tough, can carry a lot more weight than I can put on it in terms of my camera gear, but I do really highly recommend it. This one here is the Sarui 3T15B. There are others available. Small rig make a very good one too. The reason I like this one though is that heavy durable ball head which can come off and just go onto any tripod too. So I highly recommend it. Some kind of mini tripod, particularly a nice durable metal one that's going to last you, that can take a beating and is going to help you with vlogging and for keeping your camera safe, and giving you that little tripod when you're out on the go is a must. My second honorable mention is my microphone. Now any video mic is recommended. If you're vlogging, of course you're going to need a little video mic of some description. I've had the Boya, which was very cheap and did a great job for a while, but now I've moved on. This one is the Deity D4 Duo. The reason I like this is it has 2 microphones, front and back, so that when I'm out vlogging, regardless of which way my camera's pointing, you'll hear my voice nice and clear. There's none of that sort of muffled. Or if I'm doing an interview talking to somebody, again, you can get both voices. It also has a built-in mic input so that it can take one of the channels away to use with a lav if for whatever reason that works for you. But some kind of video mic isn't essential, but again, it's a nice to have. There are a huge range. This particular one isn't necessarily the right one for you, although it does come highly recommended from me. So there you go, that was my 5 essentials plus a couple of extras that I think you need to get with your M6 Mark II. The batteries and of course the L bracket are bespoke to the M6 Mark II, but similar items are available for other cameras, so you could apply this list to anything. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, like, subscribe, all that good stuff. Watch a couple more videos as they pop up on the screen, and I'll see you guys really soon in the next video. Bye for now.